Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the OCP, the Original Copycats podcast. You have joined me. Fuck's sake. You have joined me for episode 2 of the Yule Lads, and today we are talking about Gully Gawk. I don't actually know what any of that means. So just as I did in the first episode, I'm going to be setting the scene for you and do a little story, because I quite enjoyed the way I did the first episode. I don't know whether you did or not, but it was like a little tale for you. So hopefully you enjoy it. But it is now 12 sleeps to Christmas, if I have got my maths correct. And the next Yule Lad to visit is Gully Gawk, as I've said. So let's get into it. You have had a rather restless night, having had to deal with sheepcote Clod attempting fellatio on an animal. But now you don't have to worry. The night is growing darker, and you can hear the gentle breeze outside. The snow has settled from last night's tempestuous winds, and all seems calm. You look at your clock. It's 10 minutes to midnight. You can feel your eyes getting heavy as you curl up in your warm blankets, ready for a good night's sleep, undisturbed by the aggravating actions of sheepcote Clod. Or so you thought. What is that noise? There it is again. Oh. You turn your bedside lamp on, looking around the room for an explanation, but you see nothing out of the ordinary. But the slurping was not coming from inside your room. It was coming from your cowshed. So, you go into your mother's room. Sorry. That's a joke. You throw on a nightgown and slippers to explore the house from top to bottom to find the mysterious slurping noise, which, by the way, isn't this loud in folklore. I just didn't really know how to put it into the story, so just go with it. Yeah, okay, cheers. After having searched the house and finding nothing, you stop, sitting down at the kitchen table in defeat. Sounds from behind you. You whip your head around to see, but all that stands behind you is the kitchen door, which leads out into the cold, unforgiving temperatures of the night. But you know that if you don't find this noise, it will keep you up. Putting on a brave face and tying your gown extra tight, you swing the door open and step out into the darkness. The light of the kitchen glows on the snow below you. The only break in the warm yellow haze, your shadow, which stretches out into the night. As you take one cold step after another in the snow, its crunch seemingly echoing in the silence, you hear it again. This time you dart your attention straight to the cowshed. You know for a fact that it's coming from there. You turn to face it. A tall, stony building that looks so much friendlier in the light of day, but now, in the dead of night, with the eerie sound of slurping coming from within, it has a much creepier feel. You walk slowly up to the wooden door, trying not to be too loud in the snow. This is it. The moment of truth. You tentatively open the door to reveal Doris the cow looking at you from the corner, seemingly oblivious to whatever the noise was. But then, not far from Doris, is a small creature, hunched over a small bucket of milk. It turns to face you, its lips covered in the foam from the top of the milk. Gully Gawk stares at you for a moment before knocking over the milk in his haste to run away. He climbs back up into the rafters above, where he has been hiding for hours. He would later return to the gullies outside of the cowshed, where he would lie in wait until the milk was ready, nice and foamy, for his next slurp. So that was episode 2. Bit rank. It gets worse. You just wait. Yeah, so I hope you enjoyed that. It was another short episode, but there are a lot of them, and I need to film them all in a row. So, yeah, I'm the victim here, guys. So, so yeah, hope you enjoyed that. Join me again tomorrow for episode 3, which is... I'm not going to say, actually, because I've forgotten. But I'll tell you tomorrow. So, see you tomorrow. Bye. So you have had a rather restless night, having had to deal with sheepcoat Clod attempting fellatio on an animal. But now you don't have to worry. The note... Straight away. So you have had a rather restless night, having had to deal with sheepcoat Clod attempting fellatio on an animal. But now you don't have to worry. No, don't like the way I read that. So you have had a rather restless night. So you have had a rather restless night. So you have had a rather restless night, having had to deal with sheepcoat Clod. So you have had a rather restless night, having had to deal with sheepcoat Clod. Christ. So you have had a rather restless night, having had to deal with sheepcoat Clod. No, I don't like the way I read that either. So you have had a rather restless night, having had to deal with sheepcoat Clod attempting fellatio on a...